the first card you have your past is the Eight of Pentacles. So obviously this card is about work, with this man working hard, obviously. So yeah, I am seeing you working, but I'm seeing you were trying to work. That's what I'm seeing, trying to concentrate. But I think your mind might have been on something else, or probably someone else actually. And I think they were going around and around in your mind over and over again in your head. This card's number 8, obviously, Eight of Pentacles, which is the infinity symbol. And so that tells me that this is going around and around in your head. And, there's a lot of repetition in this card as well. This man's making the same coin over and over again. So this is hearing and seeing and thinking about the same person going around in your head over and over again. But I'm seeing that, even though your head was somewhere else, I don't think this was affecting your work in any way. I'm not seeing any mistakes. I'm not seeing any practical problems or anything like that. I don't think you were letting this affect any other areas of your life, your work or anything like that. But they were still in your head. And I've seen this in your readings before a lot of times. Your head being stuck, thinking about someone, not being able to get them off your mind. And I don't think you meant to have them on your mind, and I don't think you were acting on this either. You weren't texting them, you weren't bothering them, and I'm not sure if you even wanted to be with them. You probably didn't. But your feelings were thinking about them. They just couldn't stop, and your feelings were what were bringing this person, or what was bringing this person into your head. But, I think on a practical level, your mind was trying to get your heart to stop thinking about them. Your mind was trying to get your heart to be strong and move on. And, I just feel as if I've seen this so many times in your readings. I don't mean to repeat myself. I really, really don't. But, and I'm not blaming you either. I've had this happen to me where I haven't been able to stop thinking about someone, even though I'd physically moved on from them. I actually felt like hitting my head literally and saying, stop thinking about them, stop thinking about them. But, it just took time. It just took time for me to stop thinking about them. And, if this resonates, that's probably what's going to happen to you. That's all I can see. I'd like to, I wish I could give you a magic formula or something like that will take it all away, but I can't do that. It just takes time. It really does. So yeah, the next card you have for your past is the Ace of Swords. So yeah, I think you clearly knew that there were problems in this old relationship, and you really didn't want to go back to those old problems. Because this card's about clarity. It's about being clear, about knowing things. I just feel as if I should apologize for seeing this person in your readings all the time, but they're just there. They're always there. And I can't help it. I have to read what I see, and I keep on seeing them there. But there was a part of you that did feel free, though. I mean, there was a part of you that felt like, oh, I'm separated from them. I'm free. I have this feeling of freedom. I can do this. I can do that. I can do a lot of things that I couldn't do when I was around them. But yeah, you were still hurt. You still had that, and you still had your thoughts of them. Swords can hurt. There's no getting away from that. But I think this card might be reminding you, it might be a message reminding you of this freedom that you do have, and the clarity, and knowing that, knowing what they're really like deep down. That's the clarity I'm seeing. You know that there were problems in this relationship. So this is reminding you to just think about that, whenever this person comes into your head, think about, I'm free. I don't have to think about them. I don't have to worry about doing this. So just try and think about that when this person comes into your head. You might even want to write things down on your phone or on a piece of paper for when you're feeling bad or sad or thinking about them. You might want to write something like, I'm so glad I have the freedom to do whatever I want. I can go here, I can go there. I've got no one stopping me. I don't have to ask anyone or think about anyone else. And I don't have to deal with all these problems that I had with them. I don't have to deal with them doing this or saying that. And so write them all down, and then when you start to feel like that, you can read that. I don't know if that's going to help, but I just wanted to find something to help you, because what I'd really love, is for your emotions to be totally free of this person, if this is all resonating with you. I'd really love you to be free of them. I'd love your whole mind to be free of them. Because I know when someone's taking over your mind, it's really excruciatingly difficult, especially if your head is telling you to get them out of your mind, but you just can't. That's just so difficult. I know, I've been through it myself. So yes, the last card you have for your past is strength. So yeah, again, here's an infinity symbol again above this woman's head. So yeah, going around and round in your head again. And, I could tell you to try and get your strength back. That's what I'm seeing in this card, around the way you're feeling, if you're still feeling like this. But I can see that your mind's already doing everything it can. There's nothing else that you can actually really physically do. So all I can say about this card is, just be kind to yourself. Try not to say things like, I shouldn't be feeling like this. I should be over this by now. I used to go through that myself. I used to go through, why am I still feeling like this? Why am I still thinking this? Why have I still got them on my head? There must be something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. There really isn't. I just want to tell you that. And I want to tell you that there are no shoulds. There are no shoulds and shouldn'ts when it comes to love, apart from not hurting other people. That's the only shouldn't. And, the heart doesn't know that it should be over this. The heart doesn't know that. It doesn't know that there's a clock. It doesn't know there's a calendar. It only understands emotions. So don't beat yourself up. Don't be upset with yourself. Don't be angry with yourself. Take care of yourself. Look at this beautiful woman in this card taking care of this lion. That's how you have to take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. And just take your time. Just know that it's going to take time. Just say to yourself, this is going to take time. Just go with the flow of it. They'll come into your mind and they'll go out again. And they'll come in and they'll go out again. Just say to yourself, yes, they'll come in. They're going to go out again. I'm just going to love myself. I'm just going to take care of myself. I know that sounds a bit cringy, but that's what I'm seeing in that card, taking care. So the first card you have your present is the 8 of Wands. So I'm seeing some communication coming to you. This card can be about communication. And I think this might be something around, something official, actually. You might have applied for an official document or something like that, because I'm seeing a lot of paperwork, and you having to go kind of backwards and forwards, making sure that you had all of the right documents ready. And then I'm seeing you kind of waiting for a while, checking your inbox, checking the mail or whatever it was, and kind of waiting for this thing to come in. Now, it's either here now, because this is in the present, or it's going to be here soon. So if it hasn't arrived yet, it will arrive soon. And I don't know if this is a passport. It might be a passport or something like that, because I'm also seeing moving or traveling around this. So it might be flying, it might not be. I hope you are flying to somewhere really exciting. But it could also be about, commuting to somewhere or something, driving. But there's definitely something around traveling. There's some traveling around this. And I think whatever this is going to give you a whole new focus, which is really good. Your head and your emotions are going to start to move away from things being focused on this person, which is fantastic. I'm seeing your head. It's not like they're going to go away totally, absolutely not. This is going to take time, as I was seeing. But your head is going to be filled with, if it isn't already, organizing things, packing things, moving things, all of that kind of thing, making lists. I'm getting a really exciting feeling around this, actually. This is something to really look forward to, something to really move toward. And I'm also seeing a bit of a shock around this. I think this might be a shock to someone, a shock to people when they find out what this is, or what you're doing, or what you've been planning. I'm getting this feeling of a shock, and I'm also getting a feeling of not secrecy, but just wanting to keep this to yourself until it's official or something like that. And I think when you do announce this, if you haven't already, it's going to surprise someone, or it might have surprised someone already. I'm getting this shock and this surprise around this, if this all resonates with you. So the next card you have your present is the Four of Swords. So yes, someone around you might not be totally happy with this new thing or this move or whatever this thing is. But I'm not seeing them saying anything. I think this person might be saying that they're happy for you. They might even congratulate you, but I think deep down they're probably going to be a little bit worried actually. Yeah, this could be a family member, and I think you are really close to whoever this is. And I think that on the one hand, you were right to keep this to yourself until you knew this was officially happening. You just didn't want a lot of talk or gossip or chat about it or people asking you questions. But on the other hand, this is a shock to someone who's close to you. So, I can't say whether you've done the right thing or not, but, that's just, there are always pluses and minuses in every decision. And, yeah, with this family member who's shocked, I'm not seeing them saying that they are shocked to you. I'm not seeing them coming up to you and saying, oh, I'm really shocked, I'm really upset. I think they might even go quiet for a while. They might go off into their own space. They might go off to think about things on their own. But it's definitely bothering them. And I think what's bothering them more than anything is not the actual thing. I think it's the fact that they wanted to know this sooner. That's what I'm seeing. The man on this the statue on this card, he's lying down, obviously, he's lying down. He's in a quiet church, he's all by himself, but he has a lot of anxious thoughts hanging over him with these swords hanging above his head. So if this is all resonating with you and you do know who this is, I am seeing a family member. It might be a parent, or it might be someone who's very close to you, a brother or a sister or something. Please try to be gentle with this person. Just have a conversation with them, and especially talk to them about why you didn't tell them sooner, because I'm just getting that's the thing that's bothering them. They feel really left out, that you've left them out of what you're doing. That's the big feeling I'm getting around this. Yes, I'm getting a shock, but the shock is more about feeling as if you've left them out. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have your present is the Nine of Pentacles. I think this person, this family member, I think they will eventually come around to understanding why you're doing this. I think they do want you to be happy. They want you to feel like the woman on this card. And they might be older than you, because I think they might be looking back on their experience. I think because I think they'll be able to see, if they haven't already, that they missed out on doing some things in their own life, and they wouldn't want you to miss out like they had. So I'm just getting this feeling that they wouldn't like you to feel as if you'd missed out. And you still have a lot of work to do on whatever this is. I'm seeing a lot of preparation work before you actually go and officially do this. This is going to take a lot of time for you to do that. There's a little snail at the bottom of this card. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I'll just show you. So, yeah, there's a little snail. So that means that this is going to take time for you to prepare and do all of this work before you actually start. And it might be a nice idea to get this person in the Eight of Wands, this person who was a bit shocked and surprised. It might be a nice idea to get them involved in the preparation work, just so that they feel as if they're not left out. Because I keep on getting this feeling that they feel as if you left them out. So it might be nice to do something like that. But yes, you're going to start to feel, this is the start of you feeling a lot more confident generally. And I think this is also showing you this freedom, because you're able to do this thing without having to answer to this person or anyone else. And I think you're starting to see that this separation has given you the opportunity to be able to do this. You might not be able to appreciate that at this time yet, because I'm seeing that you still have some emotions around this. This is taking time with the snail on this card. But, you are gradually becoming more aware of that, and you're gradually coming out of that, which is really nice to see. This is my hope. This is the hope that I had for you, actually, so it's really good. The last card you have, your future, is the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, again, you're going to be really busy. You're going to be busy at work. you're going to be busy outside of work, doing this preparation work for this thing. Yeah, this isn't all going to be boring work. I think it's going to be an exciting time actually preparing, and you're going to be quite productive as well, I'm seeing. You're going to have a lot of ideas coming to you at this time as well that are going to help you with what you're doing. And again, this is showing me that this person in the Eight of Pentacles won't be on your mind as much as they were. Obviously, if you're having a lot of new ideas coming into your head, that means that you have more space in your head for the ideas to come in. So your head isn't filled up or as filled up with this person in the Eight of Pentacles anymore. And the other thing I'm seeing in this card is you just wanting to be by yourself, a bit in love at this time, if you're single. That's what I'm seeing. But yeah, your confidence is still growing. It's definitely coming back. And yeah, I'm actually seeing some flirting going on, and this might be going on in the workplace. But I don't think this is going to come from you. I think this is going to come from someone who's approaching you. I'm not seeing you taking this very seriously though. But this is going to help you get your confidence back as well. It really will. I mean, the fact that someone's flirting, they're interested in you, and you're that's going to bring you your confidence back. But again, this actually, whoever this is, isn't going to be completely out of your mind at this time. But what I'm seeing is there are going to be, as time goes on, there are going to be longer and longer time periods where, you'll suddenly think to yourself something like, I haven't thought of this person all morning, or I haven't thought of them all day. And this is going to keep improving. The time period's going to get longer and longer when you haven't thought about them. So this is really good. This is looking really positive. I'm really happy to see this. I'm so happy to see this. The next card you have for your future is the Chariot. So again, yes, you're by yourself. You're driving yourself. You're leading yourself. And you're going to have a lot of control over your mind. So again, your mind, you are in control of your mind now, or you're getting more control of your mind. And also, this is going to be a time where you'll be manifesting a lot easier. This Chariot's being pulled by these two Sphinxes, but this man isn't physically steering them. He's not holding any reins or anything like that. He's using his mind to get to where he wants to go. He's using his mind to steer them, to steer himself. So this is the time when you should be looking at your goals, thinking about what you need to do to achieve them, other goals that you have, because I can see that you have a lot of different goals, a lot of things you want to manifest. So concentrate on other things as well. And this is a very special card, actually. It has a unique combination of manifestation and determination. So there's a lot of power in the two of those things together. So this is a very powerful card. I'm actually seeing you finally being able to achieve something that might have been elusive to you for a long time. This is something that you might have struggled with in the past, struggled with trying to achieve. So you're going to now work toward achieving this, and you're going to feel fantastic about that. I mean, this is triumph, this is victory coming out of a big struggle. And of course, you're going to have to work to achieve this. Of course, you have to work to achieve anything, but you'll get there, and you have strength, and you know that you can manifest this. So I'm also seeing that you're still going to have your guard up a bit when it comes to love. This is gradually going to come down. It won't be like this forever, but at this time it's still up. This man's heart's covered with a breastplate, and also the Chariot around him is completely covering him. It's a bit like it's a little bit like he's boxed in, actually. So, but this will pass in time. This is the way you need to be at this time. That's what I'm seeing, and your instincts are telling you that. So keep on following them. You're on the right track. And the last card you have for your future is the King of Swords. So yeah, this is really reflecting everything else that I'm seeing. I'm really happy to see all of this in your future. This king's totally in control of himself. He's in control of his world. He's ruled by his mind, like the Chariot. He's not ruled by his heart. And, his sword's there as well to cut anything out that doesn't serve him. So again, you're still going to be guarding yourself in love, but that's okay. That's what you need to do at this time. And this is really beautiful because you're going to be finally realizing how free you truly are. Because what I'm seeing is, there's a butterfly above this king's head. And, it's up in the clouds. It's all freedom, and this king's up in the clouds. So this is showing you that, this butterfly is representing freedom. So this is showing you that you're realizing your freedom now. You're realizing how free you are. And yeah, so this is so beautiful. Victory, freedom, better confidence, strength, everything else. I'm really, really happy to see that, and I'm really happy to see you, finally pulling yourself out of these old thought patterns. Now, again, it's not like you're completely 100% never thinking about them ever again. Again, this is taking time, but I am seeing in your future you being a lot better off, moving well away from that. Things are really, really improving from what I was seeing in your past.